Well, look at this passing yardage, 141 in the first half, 36 yards in the second half.
Well, he'd attacked about 30 or 40 more on with that last throw, but lost it due to the penalty.
Well, you're right. That's a 52-yard penalty, Mike. But that's how much yardage they lost. Jackson on the delay. Looks for a block, still dancing. He'll take it to the 32. It's Lamont Porter defensively as we have 1:12 and counting left in the third quarter.
Bowling Green is content to let this clock run to get to the fourth quarter with then the wind advantage that they have in the kicking game. It's exactly what Gary Blackney, he keeps looking up at the scoreboard clock.
Play action, throws it complete. Smith not going to have the first down, and they have just stopped the clock with that out-of-bounds move at the 46-yard line. Duckett was out there to make the hit.
Well, Ron, I tell you, Leroy Smith is a big play player.
I'm telling you.
Makes the catches, picked up extra yardage after the reception to now make it 3rd and 11.
He's got 6 catches for 63 yards, and I mentioned to you off the top of the telecast, he's the second leading receiver for Bowling Green.
Now you have to be thinking, if you're Chris Auld, if you can stop him on 3rd down, a quick timeout.
Going to call timeouts, you're right. From the shotgun, Wright delivers incomplete at the 40-yard line.
Well, I think they missed a pass interference on this play. I think this was definitely pass interference.
Martin is the man that he wanted. William Lackey had the cover. Take a look at this, Mike. See what you think.
Well, we're going to see if it's pass interference, but it looked to me like William Lackey was riding the back.
Hard to tell from that angle right
yeah,
there.
from that angle.
All right, let's watch this punt first of all.
I'd go after this one again. I'd try to block this one if I'm Nevada. You got 4th and 11, so you can be offside.
Donahue gets this one away, and this is his best kick of the night. Into the wind, is dying a little bit, but the fair catch called by Reeves and is made at the 21-yard line. Well, tonight's Las Vegas Bowl is just the first of many bowl games here on ESPN. Thrifty Car Rental Bowl Week begins December the 29th. That's with the Weiserlock Copper Bowl. Number 18, Washington State takes on Utah. That's 7:45 Eastern Time. Then on the 30th, the Thrifty Car Rental Holiday Bowl pits Hawaii against Illinois, followed by a doubleheader on New Year's Eve. The Pula and Weed Eater Independence Bowl, Wake Forest in Oregon, and the Liberty Bowl Air Force against Ole Miss. Going to go long. On top for Reeves, well overthrown. I think what Chris Auld decided to do right there is let's just air one out. We got 1 or 2 plays left with the wind.
Well, Paul Ferraro was thinking the same thing because he was in a 2-deep coverage, so he had safeties on both hash marks to prevent the deep throw.
By the way, with the stoppage of play there for a second, a couple of other games. New Year's Day, Hall of Fame, Boston College and Tennessee, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, and then finally North Carolina, Mississippi State in the Peach Bowl. That's on January the 2nd. All right here on ESPN. Vargas gets it out in the flat, and it'll go incomplete to Tom Matter. Well, they got 6 ticks left on the clock here in the third quarter. The numbers on Vargas: 10 of 18, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns in the third quarter alone.
Everybody's playing this clock game right now with 6 seconds. Chris Auld talking to his receiver on the sideline, Tom Matter. You need a 10-yard route here to keep the sticks moving.
Pass is caught by King, and he's free for the first down. But the clock goes to 0, and that is the end of the third quarter. And what a quarter it was for Nevada. We'll take a break. We'll come back for the final 15, 28-24, Bowling Green. 15 minutes. And if it's anything like the 15 minutes we just completed, we're in for quite a show. The folks from Nevada loved it. I'm not sure that the people from Bowling Green were enamored with it.
Two different halves.
Diedrich Holmes on the draw. Has 5, has 10, and he'll step out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Hack is there to make the stop. Mike, one of the things that I noticed on a passing play in the third quarter was the fact that O'Brien, who has just been wreaking havoc all night, and the fact that they had 2 bodies on him, and it was a very designed situation to make sure that he got picked up, because he's been throwing everything out of kilter, forcing it.
We've got to check how many passes that Nevada's thrown to how many pass rushes that we've had out of Bowling Green, because they may be wearing down rushing the passer.
Holmes again on the run and pushed out of bounds on the near sideline. And let's go down to the sidelines and here's Charlene Hawks.
Ron, yesterday, Chris Vargas told me that he's always being asked about the pressure he must feel to live up to his comeback mistake, but he told me he doesn't feel any pressure. He found a way to transfer it to his girlfriend. You see, before the Weber State game last year, when he engineered the greatest comeback in NCAA history, right before that game, he placed her volleyball team number 8 on his ankles. And since then, the 8 has remained, and so has the girlfriend, Katie Haggard. Guys?
Okay, Katie. 14:49 left in this ball game. 28-24, and he's trying to do his magic again. They bring the blitz. He's going to go out on top. It's for Reeves, and he can't hold on as Burris had the cover on him.
The other thing that's impressive about what Chris Vargas is doing, as you see his ankle, not only is he executing and throwing the ball well, he's also making a lot of great decisions at the line of scrimmage, because he's checking off a lot. There you've seen the number 8 on his left ankle.
And they're doing all of
means, but
they're doing all of this without Chris Singleton, their fine wide receiver who had the catch in that 1991 game in the Big Sky Championship. Injured his shoulder. Quick pass into middle screen. They got Stevens. Breaks off a tackle, and he's down to the 25. 1st and 10, and now all of a sudden momentum is wearing blue and silver.
The reason that the middle screen is open for Nevada is because all the man coverage. You have man coverage, and Michael Stevens comes off the ball. See the man coverage now. See number 26, Dave Belinsky, drop out of there. Number 81, Michael Stevens, comes underneath, but then look at the yardage after the catch.
Again, they go with the running play. And did you see Holmes that time? He can step out of bounds. He waited to hit somebody.
Well, he sure did. Steve Hagan knows the quarterback coach, and Chris Ault called the plays, but they have found something in this Bowling Green defense to continue to run to the short side of the field. Also, they're having some success throwing the football, then running to the left side with Diedrich Holmes.
8th play of the drive. At the 15-yard line, it's Michael Stevens.
You know you live right when you throw that play, because Carlos Brooks had a chance for an interception there. Just didn't break on the ball. Chris Vargas was really lucky on that throw. Gary Blackney stunned on the sideline of how this game has just turned around. I mean,
what's going through his mind?
Well, he's just trying to figure out, how do I stop this snowball going down the hill, because it's coming at me.
The running plays are working because, as Mike said, the passing game and with the picking up of the blitz, Vargas has made it work, and now all of a sudden Diedrich Holmes has become a real integral part of his offense.
Well, they're running right at Dave Belinsky, who's 230 pounds, and they've got the tight end, Tom Matter, knocking him off the ball, but Belinsky comes back and makes a play. Ron, we're talking about how do you stop the snowball. In basketball, you can call timeout, but football, you like to save the timeouts. But I'm not so sure right now. They need to regroup a little bit here in Bowling Green.
He's going to run it. He's at the 5, and boy, does he get punished at the 3.
His 170 pounds didn't carry him too much when they hit him there, but
Palco is the first man that got to him.
What a good decision to run the football. Not too good a decision to